Welcome back to the channel. What's the best mobile sim racer out there? This is a question that comes up time and time again. And to be honest, this is a very subjective question. You really need to ask yourself, what am I looking for in a mobile sim racing title? Are you into street racing or track racing, drifting, drag racing, rallying, so on and so on? And this is going to sound like a bit of a rant, and well, it kind of is. I could tell you all the reasons I think Grid Autosport is a better racing sim than Absolute Racing, but that may not even matter to you. If it's all about driving physics, then sure, Absolute Racing is the better option, but only marginally, in my opinion. Absolute Racing has more in-depth car setup than Grid Autosport does, and it's one of the best out there, but none of them hold a candle to FX Racer's car setup. It's closer to a PC sim than any of them, but FX Racer lacks in so many other ways. And I've followed this title for a very long time and feel like they're just missing the point. Real Racing 3 has one of the largest variety of cars, but many will say its driving physics aren't as good as Grid Autosport or Absolute Racing. When it comes to night racing, both Real Racing 3 and Grid Autosport blow AR out of the water. AR has one map that is the night course, but it does not have a day racing option. There are some tracks in Grid Autosport that don't have a night racing option either, but that's because, just like in real life, the track doesn't have the facilities for night racing. When it comes to customization, the Car X series and FR Legends are far superior than most other titles in the mobile racing market. People will argue about the list of race courses a title has. Well, again, that's preference. Some tracks are more sought after than others, and many games share some of the same courses. In Real Racing 3, for example, they have De La Sarthe and Laguna Seca, while AR has the Nordschleifer. AR fans will tell you that it is the first mobile game to have the Nordschleife, but the accolade really goes to Drive by Dwayne Blundell. And while it's not named as such in game, it's every bit as good as the AR version. Actually, AR isn't even the second game to have the Nordschleife. That goes to another Dwayne Blundell title, King of the Mountain. And there, you can run timed laps. One thing that is lacking in most racing games out there is the ability to pit during the race, to repair damage, refuel, change tires, which can all play heavily in race strategy. The only game I've seen to have this option is Codemasters F1 2016. But sadly, that game has been removed from both the Apple Play Store and the Google Play Store. On the topic of F1 2016, how many other games can run a 100% race distance in a Formula One race? Again, some of you may not even care. Online racing is a big deal these days. The ability to race side by side with another player is a great feature. Some have it, and some don't, while others have put together an online version as an experiment to see if it's a good option for the future. In online racing, Some games have forgone the ability to collide with the other cars when racing online. This can be fairly frustrating for those who like to drive from the driver's perspective. For example, when someone driving from a helicopter view drives right through you and their car temporarily blinds you. If you're going to do live online racing, please allow collisions in the online racing modes. And when it comes to rally, yes, AR has rally racing, but compared to CarX Rally and Rush Rally 3, it falls short on so many levels. Damage physics is another thing. AR and many other games don't have any. In F1 2016, you can damage your front wing and your rear tires will wear out, but that is really the extent of it. In Real Racing 3, you have visual damage that doesn't really affect your car's performance, whereas in Grid Autosport, it does. You can even total your car on track in real time. There is even an argument for one game that is not even a mobile racing game, but it's playable on mobile devices via DOSBox. And if you want to take all of my complaints and throw them at this title, well, most of the complaints go away. And it's a game that I showcased not too long ago on this channel. But graphically, it's very outdated. I mean, 1995 outdated. But it checks off every other box on my list. That game is Grand Prix 2 by Jeff Cramen and Microprose. But again, it's not a mobile racing game. But it throws back the defense that people tell me all the time. You can't do that on a mobile platform. To which I say, yes, you can. You just have to take the time to program it. On the very near horizon is a game I am extremely hopeful of, and I only found out about it a few months ago. That's Assetto Corsa, and it's coming to mobile devices on August 31st this year. If it's anything even close to what it is on the PC, then it will throw the mobile racing community into a tailspin. It would be a PC racing sim ported to the mobile platform. If you look at Grid Autosport, that title was ported very well to the mobile platform. It really only lacked RaceNet. But no matter what happens with the Assetto Corsa Mobile, you can be rest assured that the sim racing we all want is coming sometime in the not so distant future. I hope you've enjoyed this footage of the McLaren F1 GTR in Grid Autosport running at Spa at night. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe for more action and please hit like and share. Thank you and have a great day.